Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast. I am thrilled that you're here with me this week because we are going to talk about something that's really important. It's foundational to your business. In business, it's often said that you need a clear vision in order to be successful. But we don't really talk about what a vision means, do we? And we don't necessarily talk about the difference between vision and strategy. And so in this episode, I'm going to explore the difference between vision and strategy and why both are important in business, particularly in new businesses where everything is about the strategy to get you to that vision. We're also going to talk a little bit about how to develop a clear vision for your business. I'm Dr. Moore, a college psych professor, homeschooling mom, and entrepreneur, and I've spent the past 10 years learning how to balance everything. Here on the Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast, I'll share the ins and outs of maintaining a growth mindset and saying hello to grit, that thing that will get you to your long-term vision despite challenges and busy schedules. After all, you got into business to do more good in the world, right? So let's get started. This past month, I sat down with a marketing agency and we were talking about my business. We were discussing the vision, what I was doing, what I was offering, where the challenges were that I was perceiving, and even what I wanted to have happen because of our partnership together. We talked about strategy on that call, and this is where I had a little bit of a hiccup. The person I was talking with was suggesting a strategy that I didn't love. But here's the thing. The strategy was sound. It was a great strategy, but I was thinking about my vision and not seeing how the strategy would actually get me to the vision. It felt like the strategy was actually counter to my vision. But it's actually the piece that I needed to have happen in order for my vision to become a reality. And it was in that moment that I thought, you know what? It's been a while since we've talked about vision, and we certainly don't talk about strategy a ton on the Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast. But I thought, this is a sign I need to really do this, because inside Coaching Hive Elite, we talk about strategy all the time. And it's so easy to get tripped up in the differences between vision and strategy. And so it seems like it's a worthwhile topic for us to talk about today. And in order to do that, I like to scaffold things, right? So let's break them apart. Let's talk about vision first, then we'll talk about strategy, and we'll talk a little bit about how they mix together. So let's start with vision. Your business vision is going to be your foundation. In order to have a successful business strategy, you have to have that vision in place. You have to have a clear, concise vision, because it becomes a guiding light, kind of like a beacon, kind of like a lighthouse for everything else that you do. Your vision is going to be that guiding force. It's rooted in 8 core components. It's going to be rooted in your values, your dreams for your business. It's going to be rooted in who you want to serve, your client base, your niche, the design that you want for your business. What does your day-to-day look like? What does your business actually look like? Are you thinking about revenue streams, what you want in terms of sustainable income? How do you want to serve your clients? It also includes the support that you need, the professional development you'll pursue, the self-care that allows your business to be sustainable, and a healthy dose of finances in there so that you understand what your business is going to be capable of. You have a financial plan and you can plan for freedom financially. And really, that is where the beauty of your business vision comes into play, is because when we get all of these things down onto paper, they come together as a framework against which you evaluate options and ideas for your business. And when you have a vision in place that has these 8 core components, you can say, all right, I have this opportunity or this idea. Does it add to my vision or does it detract from my vision? Is it going to take away from where I'm headed right now in my business? If it takes away from your vision, or makes it harder to get to your vision, throws up a roadblock, for instance, it might not be the best approach or opportunity at the time. But if it helps your vision to become a reality, then you can dig in deeper to determine if it is in fact a good fit. So your vision is the foundation of your business, and it is where you are headed with your daily activities. It is the reason your daily activities inside your business exist. It's the reason your quarterly goals, your monthly goals, your weekly and your daily goals exist. It is to help you get to this vision. The strategy is how you get there. The strategy is what those goals are. Both the short and the long-term goals that are going to be measurable and specific. When you have SMART goals as part of your strategy, the process to get you to the vision, you can determine if your strategy is working or not and make adjustments. Your goals are rooted in your vision, and that's why your vision comes first. When you have vision in place, you can craft or create goals, but then you have to have a plan of action to make those goals happen, don't you? It's not enough to write your neat little list of goals each week, each quarter, whatever it is. You have to have a way to get them done. And when you outline the steps you need to take in order to achieve your goals, that's strategy. It allows you to monitor your progress. It allows you to make adjustments. Strategy is all about following some steps, looking at the results, making adjustments, and then continuing the process of revision. The strategy helps you achieve your desired results. The strategy helps your vision become a reality. Now, your strategy gets you to your vision. Sometimes, and this is where I had a little bit of a hiccup, the strategy looks like it differs from the vision because sometimes you have to take a circuitous route to the vision. And like I said, that's where I had the hiccup with the marketing agency. I was thinking really linearly and completely forgot that sometimes you have to take a winding path to get to the vision. Sometimes the winding path is actually faster and more effective and in the case of marketing, cheaper than the straightforward path from A to B. But you aren't going to know that. You aren't going to know what strategy to test if you don't have a solid vision for where you're headed, what you want your business to be, what you want it to look like, who you're serving, how you're helping, what kinds of products and services you want to offer. You need that vision first, because then we test different strategies so that the vision becomes a reality. So this week is truly about taking action in your business. I want you to think about your business. Really dig in. Sit down, grab a cup of tea, grab your journal, your notebook, your iPad, whatever it is, and pull out your vision for your business. If you haven't visited your vision in a while, do that now. Get it out, check it out. You might need to make some revisions. That's okay. I don't want you to feel like if you figure out your vision isn't exactly right anymore, it's not a failure. It is an evolution. Your business evolves over time. We've talked about pivoting in the past on this podcast. We've talked about adjusting or aligning with where you want to go. This is all part of the business process. It's part of being an entrepreneur. So check out your vision. Even if you revised it 2 months ago, I still want you to take this action step. I want you to look at it again. Make sure that it still aligns with your values, what you dream of for your business, what client base you're serving, how you want your business to be designed overall, what support you need, the professional development you're taking part in, your self-care, the finances side of it all. Check it all out. Make sure it still aligns. Now, if you are sitting here thinking, I don't have a business vision, check out episode 66, as well as episodes 45 through 48. Both sets of those That set of episodes, 45 through 48 and episode 66, all talk about your business vision, and we'll give you a solid foundation to get started on that. Now, if you have an up-to-date vision, or once you've updated it, take a step back. Let's start thinking strategy. What goals do you need to put in place for the vision to become a reality? Not just something that's down the road, but you're checking it off saying, wow, this is my business. What do you need to have in place for that to happen? And then how are you going to meet those goals? What tactics and approaches will help you achieve success? This is your strategy. As you go through this process of thinking about strategy, remember to be open-minded. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, there's a lot of vulnerability involved. And so we tend to build some brick walls around our ideas because they're important to us. They come from our heart and soul. They are who we are. They are part of who we are. And so as you think strategy, it's easy to go, well, but that doesn't work for me. This is my idea. This is where I'm sticking. This is the only way forward. We're also battling against this idea of the fact that we're taught in school, the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. Okay, so yeah, on a map, it totally is the fastest way to fly the way of the crow. Go from point A to point B in a straight line. Cool. But business is not a map. Business is rarely completely straightforward. Don't be afraid to add in a few loops or a few curves if it makes sense for your strategy. The key here is that you're going to test it. So you can test that straight line. If the straight line is costing you money, or it's not getting you to point B, or it's taking longer than you expected, try the squiggle, try the loop, try the curve, because maybe, just maybe, that strategy is what gets you to your vision faster and cheaper and more enjoyably. So this week, I want you to take action inside your business. I want you to look at your vision. I want you to think about strategy. Those are your action steps. Now that we've spent a little bit of time talking about vision and strategy, I hope that you're kind of getting excited about the next steps in your business, whether it's finishing up a course, starting a new membership, or creating a new coaching program. The key is to take action and then adjust. It is that balance between planning and implementation. If we get stuck in planning, we get stuck in our business. Just like you need planning, you have to also have implementation. You can't have implementation without planning. So there's a delicate balance here, and it's one that takes time to adjust. And quite frankly, depending on where you are in your business, that balance might be skewed one way or the other. The key is to be aware of the balance that has to happen in order for you to take action. And as you take action on your vision and your strategy specifically this week, let me know what roadblocks you hit, and I'll be happy to help you troubleshoot. My goal is always for you to walk away from these episodes being able to do something, being able to take action in your business, because it's the action that generates revenue. It's the action that generates progress. It's the action that generates your vision. And that's why you got into business. It allows you to do more good in the world. So if you get stuck, if you hit a roadblock, send me a DM on either Instagram or Facebook at Entrepreneurs in Flow, and I will be sure to offer some insights, some ideas, or just to help you brainstorm if you are feeling stuck. And I will see you back here next week for another episode of the Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast, where a focus on mentoring, community, and implementation removes the overwhelm of building your successful and profitable business and adds in a dose of momentum. Until next time, have a healthy, safe, and happy week.